back again. We got a week 4 college football and NFL picks. Our current standings are sitting with for college football first. We have myself with 20 points. We got Ruff with 16, Joe with 13, and Jamal with 7. Jamal's missed for whatever reason, just hasn't put in picks all the time, so he's just taking zeros left and right. Um, and with our guest picks, we have Ty, who in 1 week has the same amount of points as Jamal has on the season. That's 7. We'll have Big Al's picks this week. We'll see if he can top him. Ty had a pretty solid run, so I don't think he'll beat him, but we'll see how it goes. We'll hop right into it here. We got our first game, Oklahoma State, who seems to make our slate every single week. Good game after good game for them, I guess. We got Oklahoma State at Kansas State. Kansas State 5-point favorite.
Give me Oklahoma State +5. BYU might have exposed Kansas State. They beat their ass. Ollie Gordon eventually has to have a good game. I don't think he's cracked 50 yards once. So he's got to show up, or he's just. I think the first week he had 100, but he's got to show up, or his draft stock is going in the shitter. So
yeah, 100%. Go ahead, Ruff.
Well, flip that. I'm gonna take K-State -5. I'd say the offenses are pretty even on the year as far as rankings. I know who they played has been different and all that shit, but I'm a rankings guy and, all that bullshit. K-State, by rankings, has a much better defense. I don't think K-State plays as fucking bad this week as they did last week. And if Oklahoma State can't get Ollie Gordon going, I think it's going to be a long fucking day for him.
Yeah, I agree with Ruff. I'm going Kansas State as well. Their game last week against BYU, they couldn't have possibly had more things go wrong. It was just like everything in a sequence. I mean, they gave up like 3 touchdowns in a 20-second sequence with a long touchdown and a pick six. Oklahoma State struggled to score a lot more than I expected them to. I thought their offense would be kind of dominant this year. Ollie Gordon hasn't got going at all. I think Kansas State beats him fairly easily in this game. All right, next we got
I need some points. So
you said what?
Some points. I need to make up some points. So I work.
100%. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna be in NFL. I'm gonna have to fucking. Yeah. I'm gonna pick every underdog in NFL this week.
Bro, we should do one every week where it's just like islands, where you're just the only person that picked that fucking team.
Probably go back and look at that.
Yeah, we can look at it in a second.
I guess, you look down at it, it's all green and red, so it'd be really easy to decipher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
All right, next we got Louisville at Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a 6.5-point favorite. Who you got in this one, Joe?
Give me the underdog again. I'll take Louisville +6.5. It looks like if you can stop Riley Leonard from running, then they're just absolutely going to be terrible. So I'll take Braum over Freeman as well. I think Braum's a solid coach. Didn't know if what he was doing at Purdue was legit, but he went to Louisville and turned that program around pretty quickly. So he's a very good coach, I think.
It kills me to say this, but give me Louisville +6.5 too.
Damn.
Louisville thus far has a better offense, a better defense, and Louisville's defense is better than Notre Dame's offense, and Louisville's offense is better than Notre Dame's defense. With that being said, I think it'll be a close game. I wouldn't be surprised if Louisville wins by a touchdown. I say like a 30-23, 23-24 type game, some shit like that.
Yeah, I've been trying to convince myself to take Notre Dame, but I don't know. They suck every week. Other than the Purdue game, they've looked like shit pretty much every week. I'm going to go Louisville as well. I don't know if they went outright, but I don't really see Notre Dame putting up enough points to beat them by much more than 6.5.
Yeah, I see like a 21-20 type game, like real close. Not 100%. A bad offense.
I'm going to make both.
Who do you pick? Who's Elliott got?
Who do you take?
Who's Elliott taking?
They're both on the fucking Notre Dame train right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Motherfuckers going to die.
All right, next we got USC follow-up game after their Big Ten debut loss to Michigan. They got Wisconsin coming to Southern Cal, 15.5-point favorite.
15.5 is a lot, but I am going to take it. It's a great bounce-back spot against a team that's I think this is the first road game for Wisconsin this year. And historically, they're always a better home team. It's the first road game. Historically, they're always better home team. So just give me the superior offense by literally a mile. Coming off a tough loss, and they're at home. So I'll take it.
I'm going to flip that. I'm going to take Wisconsin plus 15.5 solely based on the fact of Notre Dame's doing really bad this year, and I'm a huge Notre Dame fan. USC's doing halfway decent this year, and you're a big USC fan. So fuck USC for doing better than what Notre Dame's doing right now. So I'm just a USC hater right now.
That's real.
15.5 is a lot of points, but I think they're just basing off the Alabama game, honestly.
I think it'll be decided in the first half. If it's a low-scoring game and it's halfway even, Wisconsin's got a chance. If fucking USC puts up 28 points in the first quarter, the game's fucking over. Like it's
True.
Yeah, I don't think Wisconsin's really going to be able to score shit on their defense. Michigan was adamant about the run. Outside of the 4 big-ass runs that Michigan had, USC did a fairly decent job. I'm going to venture to guess that Michigan's O-line and running backs are better. I think they cover the 15.5 fairly easily. Hammering USC on this one. Bounce back game. If they don't cover it, it's going to be a long year.
I mean, on offense, every player is better than the Wisconsin.
Right.
Even the running backs. Even Marks is his name, I believe. He's even better than
Woody
the
Marks,
running
he's
back,
a
which you would
dog,
never
bro.
say, really. I never thought you'd say that.
He had the play of the game, bro, even though they lost. Bro went and stripped the ball right back.
I think I texted you. I said, this dude's a dog, and he literally scored a touchdown, I think, the next play.
Yeah, he's a beast. All right, next we got Oklahoma bounce back game. Oklahoma bounce back game from the Tennessee game, 2-point favorite going to Auburn, who also lost last week, I believe.
Well, this is I'll take Auburn +2. Oklahoma's about to go through a gauntlet. I think 5 of the last 7 are top 15 teams, and they're starting a true freshman on the road. Jackson Arnold's out of there, so SEC road game for the first start is going to be super tough.
I will back that. Auburn +2. Oklahoma's offense hasn't been very good this far. Defenses aren't that great either, but Auburn has a better offense. I think Auburn wins in a shootout.
I'm going to go Oklahoma simply because of the freshman quarterback. Felt like I saw a little potential there. They had a little bit of traction when he came in, could move the ball some. Jackson Arnold's terrible, so I don't know. Oklahoma better win this one.
Brent might be a suspect hot seat by the end of the year easily.
100%. If they don't win that one, it's going to be a long year. Texas going to fuck them up, too.
I think they play literally 5 of the last 7 is top 15 teams right now.
Yeah, not looking good there. But I'm going to take them. I think they bounce back.
I mean, before they start the gauntlet, they play Auburn, so.
My fault, y'all. I forgot to. This is Smokin takes. Forgot to
fair
start
enough.
this bitch at the beginning.
You were just making sure they stayed a little bit longer for the smoking part of it, bro.
You always got to see that smoke roll out.
We got Illinois at Penn State next. Penn State's an 18-point favorite. I will note this. We have been the biggest sleepers on Illinois ever. We pick against them every week.
I was the only person who rode that train before it even fucking hopped or got aboard.
Yeah, we thought Kansas was going to be a blowout, and then we turned around and thought Nebraska was going to whoop their ass too. So,
yep, and I'm on Illinois +18. It's a big number, and low key the quarterback and their 2 Franklin and the other wide receiver honestly really impressed me against Nebraska. So this is a James Franklin letdown game right here. It's perfect.
I'm going to completely flip that. I'm going to take Penn State -18. I think Penn State completely fucking rolls in this game. Penn State's got a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. I think Illinois comes back down to earth. And I will say that Penn State is playing a 82nd ranked offense this year, or 82nd ranked offense in Illinois this week with a 9th ranked defense. And they got the 7th ranked offense. So I think Illinois should roll. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a fucking blowout.
Well, it has to be a blowout. That's the only choice.
yeah,
Don't blow them out, they cover.
No. When I say blowout, 18 points ain't a fucking blowout. It could be fucking 48-30. That ain't a blowout. I'm talking these motherfuckers rolling by like fucking 40 points.
40 ball. I'm riding with Ruff on this one. I think Illinois' quarterback's kind of ass. To me, they're kind of lucking into getting games sloppy and benefiting off that. I think if Penn State can refrain from turning the ball over, which I said about Nebraska, they didn't. Penn State can refrain from turning the ball over. They're the overall better team. I think they cover the future. Fuck Illinois. I'm staying on the hate train.
Yeah, I'm staying on the hate train too, bro. fucking boarded that bitch the first week. I can't hop off now.
It's too late, bro. I got to keep going.
You're gonna have to take the bandwagon back, bro, and I ain't doing it.
I need all the islands I can get anyway. So
They can have
take
a TCU year where they go to the national championship. I'm betting against them every game.
Hell yeah.
it.
Joe, you lining yourself up for a good week if we don't hit.
Hell yeah.
I know. I like it
You got to get the locks and the upsets. That's where the points are. I hit both of them the last 2 weeks. I'm cooking.
for sure.
I'm gonna
I like my lock and upset this week.
I don't even have an upset yet. So
Not a whole lot out there.
All right, game of the week. Game of the week next. Game of the year so far. Might end up being game of the year at the end of the year too. We got Georgia and Bama. Georgia 2-point favorite going to Bama. They've won. I don't remember what number they're at now. I think they're damn near in the 30s for consecutive regular season wins. Only loss that they've had was Bama in the I think it was the conference championship game. So, what do you think, bro? They keep it going, or Bama takes back over the SEC?
So this is a good game because it's our champion pick. Well, for me, our champion and Heisman pick. Good news is Georgia can lose one and still get there. So give me Milrow to have his Heisman moment right now and cover that too. Probably just went outright, but 30 wins is a lot. Is a lot in a row. Eventually, you gotta lose, like right. You can't go on forever.
One would think.
Yeah,
I'm gonna echo that point. I'm gonna take Bama. I'll take them outright just because +2 outright, stamina, the same thing. Bama should be able to score a hell of a lot more points than Georgia. If you've looked, their offense has played absolutely fucking terrible this year. Absolutely terrible. And I think that fucking Bama, you run some read options, some shit like that, lull the defense down, and then you take the top off of it. Georgia's not going to be able to do that. I don't think Georgia has the quarterback that they've had in recent years that's been, at least this season, to be able to take the top off or to at least score points against a really good team.
I'm gonna go Georgia to cover. I think they win by 7. They're gonna win by a touchdown. I think Carson Beck's gonna eat. I expect a high scoring game, to be honest. I just think Georgia. I don't know, until somebody starts beating them consistently. I'm not gonna pick against them. They're fucking ridiculous.
no, yeah. I think you need the +2 with Bama. That
Yeah,
+2 is the 2 points are gonna be big.
100%.
I
I think it's
think
gonna
if
be.
they win, it's gonna be by a field goal, last second touchdown.
Yep.
That covers that. So that is big. I don't know. I think Georgia's gonna win. I don't know. It's hard, but
I
Milrow's
can.
got to have a Heisman moment, and if it's gonna have a Heisman, it's gonna be this game. He's
That's
gonna
it.
have like 4 more games, but
If he gets hot,
yeah.
then they can do something. If he,
I think the problem with him is they don't have receivers. Both teams doesn't really have like dominant receivers this year, so
Yeah.
it's been a little struggle for both of them.
I thought y'all had to kick them little fuckers out.
You're good. I don't know what you did with your phone, but it kind of got rid of the echo. There's a little feedback, but it's pretty good now.
I just exited out of it and fucking came back.
Bet. All right, we're on to our lock of the week for college football. We all actually hit our locks last week, so let's see if we
Let's
can keep that
go.
up.
That's why it's a betting show, man.
Hell yeah, we got the fucking locks, bro. If we tell you it's a lock, it's hitting.
Let's be real. How many of us are actually betting on the pigs? Sorry, betting on the picks that we're fucking putting in.
I do the squad ride
I
every.
am.
I
Yeah, I
usually
do the squad ride.
Well, no. Like I'm looking at it right now, and we all should we're picking 5 picks. Everybody should fucking put their fucking parlay in right now.
Yeah,
One of us is gonna
Wow.
fucking sweep 1 week.
maybe no
Yeah,
guarantee.
but yeah, I don't know.
There's no
Maybe, probably
guarantee, but
not.
we're gonna do this shit long enough where somebody's gonna fucking sweep. You ain't ever want to sit there and be like, "Damn, I got all this
We
shit right,"
really
but
haven't
I
even. Jamal's the only one that got close. He had a week where he only missed one. Other than that, we haven't even got close to a sweep.
wait.
Yeah, I should bet straights.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
I would win
stressing
money
the
that
scores
way.
to me.
Maybe not. I don't know. The odds of someone sweeping on these is pretty high or pretty low. All right, but I'll get my lock. You know where I'm going. I'm going back to the Sigwell. IU -7. Put it in there.
But take Texas -38 over Mississippi State. Texas has covered that in every game except the Michigan game, and they still beat Michigan by 20. I think they should fucking roll over Mississippi State by like 50 points.
Fuck with that pick. I'm gonna go Nebraska. They're a 10-point favorite over Purdue. Purdue's ass. I think Nebraska has a nice bounce back game.
Is that at Purdue?
I think
Not
so.
that it really matters, but
I think it's at Purdue.
they're just gonna chant IU sucks. So kickoffs, it's the stupidest shit I've ever seen. You guys, did you know they do that?
Yeah.
Hell,
It's lame as
When they
fuck.
kick the ball off on a kickoff, no matter what team they're playing, they chant IU sucks. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even make sense.
that's kind of corny, bro.
That's a little brother behavior, very much so.
It's really fucking corny right there.
Yeah, it's actually stupid.
All right. We got our upsets next. I still haven't picked one. That's what I'm doing over here. But you guys can go ahead. I'll throw something out there.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna take Charlotte over, I think Rice. So I picked Rice last week. They got absolutely dog walked by Army. And Charlotte played IU. Honestly, first quarter they had those two 80-yard drives. They looked impressive, and their coach he's a football guy. So give me them.
And he's got bread. He's him, bro.
Yeah, he is
Coach is
him.
so fun.
He's a thug. He got like cut off on and shit.
Fuck yeah.
What is it? I can never remember his name.
I don't
Poggi or
He was with
like
Michigan.
Bo Poggi or something. Yeah, something like that.
I think this is a real sleeper pick right here. Not like by the betting community, but as far as like the odds community, as far as what they put it at, NIU plus 6.5 over NC State. NIU has the 17th ranked offense versus the 111th ranked defense, and the 15th ranked defense versus the 89th ranked offense in NC State. I'll take NIU to win that game.
I fuck with that. That was a good find.
Their running back gets going. They're fucking be the dog.
You guys are gonna fuck with this pick. I'm gonna take Old Dominion over Bowling Green just because Old Dominion's cold as fuck in the game. They're a 10
Yeah, I
point
know a thing or two.
them.
I
Motherfuckers put up
considered
64 points on me.
I considered Maryland beating IU this week.
I
As far
think
as like out of spite more so for Joe because he's beat my ass with fucking IU twice now. But
You're
also,
smoking a cig and you're like, damn, I can't bet. Like, that coach, boy, he's a dog.
nah, if I'm a cig smoker, I should bet on a cig smoker, but fuck
That's what I'm saying.
IU.
You were going to bet against them and you're like, I can't do that.
Nah, I seen NIU and I was like, that's
Fair enough.
not a bad deal right there.
Fair enough.
all right, we can slide into our NFL action now.
Hey, y'all, check me out. I'm sliding up this week, bro. I
All
got
right.
this shit typed up, bro. I ain't fucking writing this shit down no more.
We can just skip the standings for the NFL and just go straight into the picks.
That's cool.
No, I was just playing, bro. we got Rough in first.
You're so ass.
We got Rough in first with 13. J Mills right behind him with 10. And Joe has 7. And I have 3 points total on the NFL season right now. Shout
I
out to
didn't
the
know I had
Vikings.
7.
Shout out to the Vikings.
Shout
Now,
out to
let
the
the
Vikings.
folks know that first week of the fucking college football, you was in the gutter too.
That's
So
true. I was down bad when college football started. So, and now I'm leading.
Yeah.
So maybe we can have a little comeback. Got to hit the locks and upsets. That's where the money is.
There's going to be a lot of lead changes, I feel like, throughout the year. A lot of weeks.
Yeah, I might catch y'all in like 4 or 5 weeks from now.
All it
Unless
takes
you
is
guys
those
just have
locks.
a week where you
Upset.
pick everything opposite of me. We'll
Yeah,
see.
we got Carolina. Carolina might be the pick of the year.
Yeah, that was fire. Mine
Me
was
roughing
not
that
the
out
pick
one.
of the year. I had Miami and they looked fucking terrible.
Yeah, well, Jamal had Jacksonville, so
They might not win another game.
hold on, pick of the year for what?
Upset.
our
Pick
upset.
Carolina.
We picked the Panthers, me and you,
Yeah, you had
Oh, last week. Okay,
Yeah,
last week. Yeah,
sorry y'all. Sometimes I don't be paying attention.
you're good. First game, we got Saints coming off their first loss last week, going to the Falcons, who almost beat the Chiefs. Falcons 2.5-point favorite.
give me the Falcons. I think we saw a little bit more of what the Saints actually are. I think they just came out and just shocked everyone. They got to come back a little bit. Falcons are still figuring out. Kurt just can't move, so that's the real issue on their offense.
And
Is
the
he can't
worst
really
play
move
call I've
anywhere.
ever seen. That was the worst. The
Yeah.
fourth down toss was the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
Yes, and so I mean they just beat the Eagles. Damn near should have beat the Chiefs. So I'll take the Falcons at home.
I'm gonna take the Saints minus 2.5 based off of what we've seen, not
You get
based on
plus,
huh?
I think, right? Is it plus?
Plus 2.5.
Yeah, you get 2.5 points.
Yeah,
I'll take this even better. I'll take the Saints plus 2.5 based off of what we've seen, not based off of what we expect from players. I don't think that the Saints in the first two games, 14 drives, scored 14 times. Every drive that they had, they scored on. I don't think that's a fluke. And Kansas City hasn't looked that great this year. They've had their glimpses, but the Kansas City is not the Kansas City that's putting up 40 or 50 points anymore. Like, motherfuckers are figuring out who Patrick Mahomes is. I think that the Saints roll through Atlanta this week. And let me say that because he said something about Atlanta almost beating Kansas City. Atlanta can't move. Kirk's a good
So
quarterback, but I don't think Atlanta's got it in them to beat the Saints.
so what? So are you subscribed to the like what they've done is since they beat the Eagles and Saints lost? How do you feel about that? Like they put up
Oh,
22 on the Eagles.
I'm not a tit for a tat or a circular reasoning guy. I'm just based off of like what I've seen from a certain team. The Eagles have not looked great either, but certain
Yeah, that's true.
offenses, certain schemes, certain defenses work a lot better than others. I mean, it's like the Colts. The Colts, the thorn in their side forever was the Jaguars. The season that the Jaguars went 1-15 or 2-14, we were one of their losses, and I'm pretty sure that was the season we won the Super Bowl. You know, like somebody's always got your number. So somebody losing one specific games, coming off of two great games, I don't think that that's a real big worry at all right now.
I'm gonna go opposite. I think the Saints are probably the biggest frauds in the NFL. They played the teams that were probably playing the worst football the first 2 weeks with the Panthers and Cowboys. Cowboys kind of got it together second half last week, but it looked like they were about to have another 40-point loss. Panthers got their ass beat by 40 right after the Saints game. The Falcons, Kirk's a 500 type quarterback, so I expect them to just keep doing this loss win shit all year. So I
Yeah.
expect Atlanta to win this game. The Saints just I bought into the hype last week and they looked fucking terrible. Their offense couldn't move at all. Derek Carr was back to being Derek Carr, so I don't know. I trust Kirk more than Derek Carr, and I think Dennis Allen's like the worst coach in the league. So
Yeah, if they're not hitting, I mean, Alvin Kamara has to have the best game.
yeah, they
They're not
have to have
hitting
a crazy
like
run game
Rashid
against
deep, and they kind
yeah,
of struggle to
yep.
like to the intermediate stuff. So
Shaheed dropped like 4 passes. Derek Carr was throwing like shit. Yeah, if Alvin's not eating, they have no offense.
I think of the Saints a lot of sense like the NFC version of the Steelers, as far as no matter what's going on or who they got, they find a way to put it together and at least I can't say because I haven't looked, get at least a good record as far as like being over 500, but they're never like trash in like the past 10 or 15 years.
Yeah,
You know, they always find
especially
a
their
way.
defense.
that division's
Like,
ass. So everybody in the
yeah,
division wins a couple games.
I'm pretty sure that's the last division where they had a division winner who wasn't over 500, if I'm not mistaken. Like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, the Bucks, Brady's last year weren't. They were
Yeah, I
they
was
were
gonna say they weren't over 500, but they, that's. But also that's good football because it's still interesting, even though you're watching bad
yeah,
teams.
facts. Sometimes it's just hard to watch. The Eagles Saints game last week was like in the hard to watch category.
yeah, that was tough.
Next, we got the undefeated Vikings, best team in the league. Sam Darnold leading the boys in, going to Green Bay. I think Jordan Love's supposed to play, but I don't know if that's confirmed or not. Looking a little
Yeah, it's
scary. If it's Malik Willis, it's danger zone for the fucking Packers. Packers 2.5 point favorite. Who you got, Joe? I'm grabbing a beer on this one.
so top two game of the week. It's this game and the Bills Ravens. If Jordan was 100% gonna definitely play, I would take the Packers. I think the Vikings defense is playing a little better right now, but I think the defenses are pretty even. But just with him might not playing or being at 100%, I'll just take the Vikings defense to cover this.
I'm gonna take the Vikings plus 2.5. I think the Vikings may win by 2 touchdowns this game. The Vikings are absolutely fucking rolling right now. And I think this is like a downhill roll where ain't nobody fucking stopping whatever's fucking coming down. So I think the Vikings just roll through this fucking game. And also, Malik Willis, if he plays, I think they blow him the fuck out. Jordan Love, I think the Vikings defense is good enough to fucking give him a very, very, very hard time.
Yeah. First game last year, Jordan Love looked absolutely awful, and the national media was asking if it was a mistake that they let Rodgers walk and they were going with Jordan Love. And then by the end of the season, he had got it figured out a little bit. He fucked the Vikings up second time. First game had no clue what to do with Florida's defense. Defense is significantly improved this year, probably the best defense in the league right now. I think they overwhelm Jordan Love off of the injury, or if it's Malik Willis, I think they're fucked. It does scare me though because we all got hyped up on USC last week, and we all took USC, and then it backfired
I
quick.
mean, yeah, the Vikings got to lose eventually, is why I kind of want to take the Packers. But
And that division, they all seem to split except for the Packers against the Bears because the Packers own the fucking Bears. But
Well,
other
and
than that,
like when
all
you look at the fucking Packers, a lot of people look at what they did to the Colts. They ran all over us. We didn't have a passing offense or an offense that could keep up with. And it's not even keep up. The motherfucker scored like 16 points. Like, I think the Vikings offense, fuck what the defense does. I think the Vikings offense scores way more points than the fuck who are they playing? I'm drawing a blank.
the Packers,
Yeah, than the Packers offense,
Jordan Love.
regardless of if Love is playing or not. But I just don't see the Vikings being good at all.
I think they're, you mean the Packers, but I think they're pretty evenly matched teams. I think the X factors are Justin Jefferson. I think O'Connell is a little better play caller. I think before, I mean, the last 2 weeks before has put together fucking really good game plans against two kind of shitty teams, but I think they're pretty balanced if Jordan Love
Whoa,
plays to
whoa, whoa!
his
What
shot.
shitty teams the
Well,
Vikings play against?
I'm saying, no, I'm saying LaFleur put together a hell of a
Oh,
game plan against, I mean, the Titans had a good
yeah,
defense, but they
but
worked them.
in LaFleur's defense, it was against shitty teams, but with the Malik Willis thing, bro had like fucking 5 days to figure out a game plan with Malik Willis and put that bitch together too.
well, Malik
No, it
Willis
was impressive as
really
hell.
throws the
Yeah,
ball against us. Like Sam Darnold, we seen when he fucking threw that fucking bomb to Justin Jefferson. He can throw the long balls, but he could also throw the intermediate and short passes. You know, when they played us, bro, Anthony Richardson is sailing a fucking 10-yard pass, bro. Like,
Yeah.
this
But
motherfucker is nowhere near the receiver when he throws that bitch. Like, you're going to be playing a team with a quarterback who can actually put the ball on a receiver, and the Vikings actually have good receivers, too. Like,
yeah.
our best receiver is Michael Pittman, who, bro's waved at the
Alex Pierce,
ball
bro.
this year, bro. Bro ain't even really touched the ball at all. Like, he watched that
Nah, and
motherfucker go by him.
it's not like they were just like run down our throat. Like it was some of the best run packages I've ever seen in my life. It was actually insane what they were doing. Like even if
235
even
yards
if
in
they
the
have a good run
first
defense,
half.
it's gonna be hard to stop them.
Dude,
Like it was insane.
they had like 140 in a quarter. That was the
We'll
most in
shut
a
that
quarter
shit
for
down.
them, I think, since 1991, if I seen that right. Because
Yeah.
that's when we were on our way to the fucking track at Nashville. And you're enjoying your fucking Vikings beating the fucking 49ers. And Alexa's enjoying the Saints beating the shit out of whoever they're playing. And I'm like, damn, the Colts can't fucking hit water if they're standing in the ocean right now. Like,
Damn.
Yeah,
it
the
was
Colts
not good.
All right.
All right, we got
We
I
just jinxed
think
the Vikings.
you said what?
We just jinxed the Vikings, sorry.
We jinxed them like a motherfucker, bro. I was feeling confident about this game. I already put like I threw like 50 on it last Sunday because as soon as the spread came out, I was all over it. But now I'm scared. I feel like we might get our ass beat. We might give up like 45 points now.
It's a bad day to bet this too because of Jordan Love. Like he's supposed to play, but if there's one setback tomorrow or Saturday, it's
I'm just thinking Jordan Love, fresh off a knee injury with the pressure that they get on the
for
quarterback,
sure.
he's gonna be struggling. It
Bro,
wouldn't be
you
smart to
don't
play him
you don't think the defensive coordinator is telling these motherfuckers like, hey, if you go low, it's all right.
if you go low. It's all right.
Hey, you fell. You slipped and fucking hit the knee that he got hurt. Like, it's all right.
Oh,
The
first
play
play from
got
the Giants. Neighbors 39 yards for the dog.
damn.
First pick or first
All
play?
right, we'll stop. First Giants play.
Okay.
All right, we got Eagles 2-point favorite at Bucks. Sirianni still in the hot seat? Question mark. And how do you see this game going?
He should be on the hot seat, and the Philly fans are gonna put him on a hot seat if any fan base is gonna do that. But I think this is a great bounce back game spot for the Bucks. Terrible loss last week after coming off probably going to be one of their best wins of the year. Manhandled the Eagles last year in the playoffs. And watch out for Bucky Irving. That dude, the dog. Rashad White is terrible at running. He can catch. That's about it. So I think Bucky Irving gets a nice little. Everyone gonna be picking up in fantasy if you don't have him.
Bucky Irving, they put out a tweet earlier. He was the 7th most added player on the free
Oh yeah,
agent
it's probably already happened then.
wire this week. I didn't know who the fuck Bucky Irving was. All right, so I can hear myself echoing right now. Y'all good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't hear you. Giants are
He's
up.
the 7th most added player. I didn't even know who the fuck he was until I seen that shit. With that being said, I'm still biased because Jalen Hurts is my quarterback. I think the Eagles got to get it together at some point. Whether they keep it together for the full fucking season or not is still to be undetermined. They got to have a game where they come out and they fucking score and they look good.
I'm gonna go Tampa +2 at home. I don't think the Eagles are 5 points better than the Bucks, and that's what that spread's telling me. So I'm gonna just go against that.
Whoa. My shit, I have it down as 2.
yeah,
Yeah,
I got it too.
yeah, but when you're the home team, you get 3 points. So they're saying
Oh,
that the Eagles are a team that's 5 points better than the Bucks.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and AJ Brown, Devontae Smith probably were not going to play,
Yeah,
so
correct.
he's going to be throwing
And
to Dallas Goddard, which
I
he ate
see,
last game. But
I was of the same thought process that the Eagles have to get it together at some point, but now I'm like, all right, we're almost halfway into this season. We did it the second half of last season. Like at this point, we're putting together like a full fucking season of playing like this. So like, at what point do I have to just take it for that's who you
they're
are
they're
now?
looking like the Jags, right?
Yeah, dead
That's what
ass.
I
That's
get. They're looking
exactly
like the
what they're
Jags. Not as bad, but they're not looking
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Bro,
They're
why do they
finding
do
ways
that
win
to
here and there, but
motherfuckers? Like, why they sit there and say, oh, AJ Brown may play, he may play. Everybody knows he's not fucking playing this week.
yeah, no chance.
Like, anybody who watches football and reads what he's got an injury for, the motherfucker's not playing. It's like the same people who expect Christian McCaffrey to play this week or next week. Like,
Christian
Buddy
McCaffrey's
will
not playing
probably
this
be out
year,
for
though.
all the fucking
Not
for
playing
the
this
rest of the
year,
season. Like
though.
Yeah, his career over.
Damn
like
near, bro.
certain injuries are injuries that aren't something you just bounce back from. Like it's shit that just lingers and it just bothers you, and you never know when that shit's gonna come back and bother you.
Right,
He'll miss some more weeks throughout the year for sure.
for sure. We know this next game is Justin Herbert. How long's he out? Is he playing? What's going on there?
He is
As far as
trying
I
to
know,
play.
he's playing.
Trying to play. All right. Well, we got Chiefs 7.5 point favorites at the Chargers.
Again, another terrible day to do this game, but I don't give a fuck. Give me Taylor Heineke, Justin Herbert. They're covering the spread.
Look at that.
I mean, Chiefs get these spreads every year. They always have a losing record against the spread. Um, but Jay Herbo plays, Taylor Heineke, Jim getting it done.
I'm gonna flip that. I'm gonna take the Chiefs -7.5. I think they should come in and take care of business. The Chiefs have yet to have a game this season that looks like the Chiefs, where it's like this team is a championship contender. They've squeaked through, most of their games. I think they should come in and 14, 17 points, that's what they should win by.
Yeah,
Regardless of who's fucking playing that quarterback.
facts. I'm gonna go Chargers or Chiefs as well. Derwin James is out. If Herbert's out, you just took their best defender, damn near, and their quarterback out of the game. So I agree. Chiefs are bound to get something going. I think Rashee Rice has a big day. Chiefs by like 14, I think. All right, next we got probably the game of the week. Bills at Ravens.
Yeah,
Ravens 2.5 point favorite.
give me the home team. They got Derrick Henry going, so Bills cakewalk through Jacksonville. I think and Lamar was kind of pissed, so I'm just gonna take the home team here. I think the spread is the correct spread. It should be a close game, but I think they'll run the ball all over them a bit.
I'm gonna take the Bills plus 2.5, and I think the Bills should fucking cakewalk Baltimore. Uh, if they can stop the run, mostly Lamar Jackson, the offense is non-existent. There is no offense to Baltimore outside of running the fucking ball. Lamar Jackson is not a rhythm thrower, but he's not a fucking very good passer. He relies on being able to run the ball and then throw a fucking few passes in behind that. If you can stop him running the ball, the Bills should fucking steamroll him. If they don't, it's going to be a tough day. I think they should still win, but I think they should steamroll Baltimore.
Yeah, I think the Bills win. Definitely think the cover 2.5. Josh Allen's eating right now. The defense is playing well, and Baltimore just keeps finding a way to lose games. Probably should have beat Kansas City. Damn near lost the Cowboys game last week when they were up by like 21 or 28 at one point. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
I don't
shit
know.
was wild. If they didn't recover that onside kick, they would have lost that
Yeah,
fucking game.
facts. I think they're two very evenly matched teams. I just think the Bills are playing way better right now, so I'm going to ride with the Bills. All right, we got our last game. We got another unexpected undefeated team. We got the Seahawks at the Lions. Lions a 3.5 point favorite.
Give me the Lions. I think they lost to the Bucks badly, but I think the Bucks just had a good game plan for him. I think if Kenneth Walker doesn't play, I don't. Charbonnet is just not that great. It's not what they drafted him to be. I think he was like a second round pick. So if you can't run the ball on the road against a good team, it's hard to win.
Flip that. I'm gonna take the Seahawks. I have absolutely no reason other than riding the hot hand of them being 3-0 right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go Seahawks as well. The Lions don't look near as good this year as they did last year. Golf seems to be back to kind of turnover machine and bad decision after bad decision. And the Seahawks are hot. Lions are definitely the better overall team, but Seahawks are hot. Golf's not playing that great, so I'm gonna ride with Seahawks. Fuck it. Oh, actually, since they're 3.5, I'm gonna go Seahawks money line in this one. I got them winning outright. Fuck the 3.5. I don't want that shit.
I'll take the money line too.
Fuck yeah, there we go. Let's ride, baby.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And I got a bet with some random dudes that I met on Broadway that are Lions fans about who wins more games, the Vikings and Lions. So I'm trying to send some text messages and I haven't sent them yet. So when we go to 4-0 this week and they're 2-2, I'm getting aggressive on Sunday.
Bro, it's so funny you say the Lions. Dana's from fucking Detroit. There was a pumpkin in front of our door today with a lion sticker on it, bro, and nobody knows where that motherfucker came from.
He brought that motherfucker.
Yeah, bro, he's trying to make motherfuckers feel like that we got fans or they got fans.
All right, we'll move into our locks of the week for the NFL. Fucking emails.
Hell
Joe,
yeah.
you go ahead and kick it off. You can go ahead and kick it off with your lock.
So I haven't been too hot on the player props, but it's like a personal vendetta to hit one. I think I got it this week. I'm taking Marvin Harrison over 67 yards. I mean, each week against Commanders, every wide receiver one puts up over 100, and I think week one, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans put up both 80.
Did you say 67?
67. It might be a half. It's right there though. At home, he had a decent game last week and he had like 60 yards. So I think he gets maybe this one catch and it's over.
I'm gonna echo his point on the personal vendetta. I'm
I thought you were
gonna
going to say the same thing.
nope, not saying the same thing. I'm gonna take the same exact thing that I took last week. I'm gonna take AR anytime touchdown at plus 130. That's what I had him at earlier on DraftKings.
Fuck it.
Motherfucker had what 4 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns in like 4 or 5 games last year rushing, and had one the
Yeah.
first week. He almost had one last week. He got to the 4 or 5 yard line. Ain't no way that if you get first and 5 or first and goal within the 5, no way your first play is not AR fucking running the ball. And
It's
no
not
way the fucking
acceptable. I know that. That motherfucker ran an RPO on the 3-yard line and threw it straight to the defense.
Tell me that's not the
He got
dumbest
tipped, bro.
fucking play you've ever seen, bro.
Bro, it was so everything about that play was they had him running to the left off an RPO, throwing back, and he tried to lob that bitch up in the air, and it was just into 3 people. It just landed in bro's lap.
Run that bitch. I don't care if you get in the end
Throw
zone.
that bitch out
Settle
of
for the
bounds,
3
bro. Do
points, bro.
anything.
Like exactly. Throw that bitch out of bounds. Like that's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever
That was
seen.
crazy. He has some bad throws. I do like that though. At some point, he's got to get some rushing touchdowns. So I fuck with that bet. I'm gonna stick with you guys on the player props. I'm gonna go Aaron Jones to score a touchdown in his return to Green Bay. He's been eating with the Vikings so far. He's plus 120 to score a touchdown.
I fuck with
And
that. That's a
I feel
great.
like O'Connell's the type guy that's like, all right, we're inside the 5-yard line. We're giving this motherfucker to Aaron Jones so he can score in Green Bay. Like he's that type of guy. So I think that's a lock this week.
Yeah,
I fuck with that heavy. They're gonna
I
make it
like
a
that.
point for him to fucking score this week.
100%. If they
Yeah,
get in a
I fuck
position
with
where
that.
they can possibly force him the ball, they're going to force his ass the ball.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, I fuck with that pig.
All right, we'll move on to our upsets, which you guys both hit last week. I did not. Are you guys going to make it 2 weeks in a row?
I don't think there was a lot of games to choose from.
There was like literally maybe 3, if that. I told Rupp
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna take the kind of hot team versus a team that you never know what you're gonna get. I'll take the Commanders. I mean, Cardinals could come out and drop 40. They could come out and drop 10. You never know. Jane Daniels literally just completed 90% of his passes, so we'll see if he can do it again. He
I'll
won't do
just
it
hop
again, but we'll
in
see
real
if he can
quick
play
because
good.
I took the same thing. I feel like that was probably the easiest pick. Like
Yeah.
the Cardinals, like you said, are iffy. You don't know if fuck are getting. Commanders are hot, so fuck it.
Now I will say, I did not look at that at all, but I did see a stat where Jaden Daniels in 3 career starts has had 2 games with no punts and no interceptions, and Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Eli, Drew Brees, and somebody else, and like 1,000 starts, only had fucking 2 games like that. So Jaden
He's
Daniels may be the truth, but with that being said, I'm gonna take the Broncos over the Jets. I think Bo's gonna have some beginner's luck, and I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna go over the top and thinks that he's gonna show this kid something because he's the old man that does fucking weird ass drugs and talks about it. But I fuck with Bo Nix, and I think they're gonna get the job done over the Jets.
I fuck with that. They got some major beef in that game. You got Sean Payton talking shit about Hackett and Rodgers talking shit about
yeah.
Sean Payton. It's about to go down. I think the
I can
Jets are
picture
going to their ass, bro.
Yeah, I can
Sean
picture Aaron
Payton's
on the
gonna want
podium
that.
like, remember that? He
Yeah.
gonna be petty about it.